Hola, hola, hola. Hello, 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 my beautiful planner babe divas. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl here, Daniela, the planning diva. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending some time with me here today. I hope you're doing wonderfully. I hope you're having a great time in your planner and that you're using your planner. We all need that little motivation to be in our planners, me included. And that's the point of today's video, you guys, because today we're going to be working in our fitness planners. I have my big happy planner that I use as a fitness planner with me here today. And I need to make this video for accountability reasons because last week was a little rough. This past week was a little rough, not gonna lie. I had a great week of fitness 2 weeks ago. So what was that? Let me look. September 15 through the 21st. I had great fitness, amazing fitness, one of my best weeks of fitness yet. And then the pendulum just swung all the way around and I had a terrible week for fitness this past week. But I'm hoping that I step it up, I get back into my fitness planner and my fitness, and we just tackle fitness once again, you guys. So it is currently September the 28th. Wow, it really is September the 28th. That is so crazy, you guys. Oh my goodness. It is September the 28th, Sunday morning. I have a little simmer pot going on in the kitchen, so my house is slowly filling up with amazing scents. And I am ready to get into my fitness planner. So without further ado, let's turn the camera around and get to planning. Let's go. Okay, you guys, we're here with my fitness planner. I love it so much with all of the stickers. I have to say it every time I open up my fitness planner with you guys. I just love it so much. All right, let's skip to where we are. I'll do a brief overview of where I am with my monthly goals and how the month is looking for me in terms of fitness. So this is my monthly calendar here. So this was the week that I planned with you guys last 2 weeks ago, and it was great. I hit the gym 5 times out of the 5 weekdays. Super happy about that. Haven't done that in a while. I biked a mile and a half every single day. I ran, let's see, 3 times this week. I ran a mile Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. I walked 30 minutes, 50 minutes, 70 minutes, 25 minutes, 25 minutes. I hiked 2 miles. That one was a workout. It was really steep. I salsa danced on Friday. Very active week. Proud of myself. But then the next week came. This is the current week here, or the last week. And the only thing I really did was I biked 2.5, almost 3 miles Monday through Friday. So this is part of my morning commute because I hate paying for parking on campus. So I bike up a very steep hill, I might add. I bike up a hill to my building from where I park on the street. And because school is now in session, parking is very scarce. So I am parking all the way down the hill. During the summer, when all the students are gone, I can get a closer spot to my building, and it's only a mile in or so. But now I'm riding a mile and a half into my building one way, and then a mile and a half essentially back at the end of the day. So at least I biked almost 3 miles Monday through Friday. So there was that. I walked twice. I walked to the pugs twice out of the 10 walks that I like giving them every week. So that is crazy. My steps were really low. I don't think I hit 10,000 once except for yesterday, Saturday. And I'm not even sure if I did. I think I did. So I just put 10,000 plus because I did walk around a lot. I was decorating the house and lots of chores, but I wasn't wearing my Fitbit, so I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure I hit at least 10K or very close to it. But yeah, it's been a bit of a rough week, you guys. In terms of goals, I totally dropped the ball on being able to hit the gym 22 times this month. It's not going to happen. I completely skipped 5 days this past week. So even if I hit the gym Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, for the See, there's only the 29th and the 30th left in terms of weekdays for the gym, so I'm only really going to be able to check off 2 more boxes if I hit those days. So it is what it is. I think I can run 2 miles. I might run one today and then one on Monday. So I think I'll be able to hit my running goal. And hiking, I only hiked once this month, which is crazy, you guys. So I'll be able to hit one goal, I think, but the other 2, not so much. And I still need to print out my before and after pics. I did take a before pic. I need to take an after pic soon, so I gotta do that. I just gotta print out my before pic. So far, September, this was the first week in September. It was okay. I did go to the gym 4 times. I walked, I ran once, I hiked. Let's see, I did not hike at all. Okay, I didn't stretch at all, but I had a good number of steps for my step tracker. Second week of September was a wash. That was nothing. Oops. And then this was the last week I planned with you guys, and it was okay in terms of recording things in my planner. This was the week I did really well on. I ran, I think, 3 times. I haven't filled out this tracker. I did do the hike. I hit the gym 5 times. I walked a lot. I even did my Kickstart challenge. I did it twice, you guys. And I think I might have done it 3 times. No, actually, I think I just did it twice. So remember the 6-week Kickstart challenge that I'm trying to do? I did it twice, which was a step up from the last time I tried doing it. I didn't do it at all. So that is a step up. That is progress. I did record what I ate in the day for about half of the week, but totally dropped it on the first half. My step count was great. But then this was the past week. It is currently the 28th, Sunday. Oh my gosh, I have to skip over to the next month now because we are entering October. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, it was completely blank. It happens. Just gotta start fresh the next week. So that's what we're doing today, you guys. I'm going to be setting up my fitness plan with me here, and I'll probably have to set up the October monthly and the October goals soon as well. That might be a later video this week, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's set up the week first before we do anything else. So I'm going to set aside all this stuff here, and then let's get to planning, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna follow the same formula I've been using recently. So that is like a tracker on the sidebar, and then I'm gonna be setting up my Fitbit stats here at the bottom with washi tape at the very bottom here, my meal tracker. And then I do this sort of like rows situation. I create rows using washi tape and stickers from Monday through Friday. So we'll be setting this up. Let's start off with the sidebar though. Okay, so let's get started here. I'll pull out this I always like starting off with this little workout sticker at the very top, kind of as a header. And then the first thing I do is my weekly weigh-in sticker. Ooh, I should use these little scales here. I'll use a little scale, and then I have these boxes floating around. I'm trying to finish this Live Love Posh fitness sticker book. I've pulled out all of the pages that I have left because I have more empty pages than I have actual sticker pages at this point. So let's put that box there. That's going to be my weekly weigh-in, and we'll start that off Monday morning. I did not weigh myself last week, so it is what it is. I'll try to weigh myself Monday morning. But I think I'm losing weight, you guys. I feel like I have lost an inch in my belly, which is, my belly is like where, my lower belly is where I accumulate fat. I think most people are like this, but that's like the spot where I accumulate the most fat, like immediately. And so I kind of use that as like my check-in with myself to see if I'm gaining weight or losing weight. And I feel like I am losing weight. So weekly check-in. I'll draw a little line here, and then I'll put pounds. So there we go. And then the next thing is going to be my hydration tracker. I haven't been that good with keeping track of hydration, guys. I'm drinking more I'll say that. I'm drinking more water. Nowhere near where I want to be though. So I'm just gonna keep on plugging away at this and trying my hardest to remember to drink water and then remember to keep track of, you know, what I'm drinking. And 1 raindrop is equivalent to 1 24 fluid ounce Starbucks cup. Let's see, did I write it down here? Yeah, 24 fluid ounce. 1 24 fluid ounce Starbucks cup. So I have one of those like large Starbucks cups. I have a couple actually in all kinds of colors, and I really like using them as water cups. So every time I drink one of those cups, I'm gonna highlight or color in a little dot there. And the goal is to drink at least 2 a day, so 48 fluid ounces. Right now, I think I'm drinking about 1 to 1.5 per day. So I'm not super far behind, but this is me kind of guesstimating. I would like to actually, you know, write down the data as it happens so I can get a sense of how much I am drinking. Oh my goodness, the next category, you guys, is my vitamins category or my green smoothie category. I am kind of taking this to be like my green smoothie tracker. For me, veggies are vitamins, and so this is like my daily vitamin fix. Oh, I think I have a good sticker for this. Yeah, it hasn't been going well, you guys. I just haven't had the time or energy to make smoothies because I know it's such an easy meal or thing to do, but if you're, you know, gonna pull out the blender, chop up all the veggies, wash the dishes after, like, it's just another thing to do, and so I haven't really found the time or energy to do it. But I'm hoping later today I've set aside some time to meal prep, so I'll be meal prepping the smoothies. I will make them Sunday night and then freeze them, leave some in the fridge for Monday, Tuesday, freeze the rest, and then pull them out as, you know, the week progresses. So that way it just takes something off my plate, and it makes me more likely to eat them because they're already prepped. So that is the goal. Where is my green smoothie sticker? Okay, I don't know where my green smoothie stickers are. Maybe I finished them. I guess I'll just draw like a little green smoothie glass. I used to do this all the time. It's just really simple. Maybe I'll write green smoothie on the side. Go in with a mild liner. There we go. Green smoothie. So that's my vitamin tracker. What's next? Okay, next I'm going to do the 6-week kickstart challenge. But actually, before I do that, I might start working my way from the bottom up because last time I kind of ran out of room at the bottom here, and I want to put a sticker in here. So let's pull out my stickers over here. Pull out a calorie calculator. I have yet to make use of my calorie calculator. I always stick one down, but I never end up using it because I'm not super consistent with being able to track all of my calories. I haven't successfully done it for the entire week. I'll do it for, you know, like half the week, but I have yet to like do it for the entire week. And if I do it for the entire week, I have yet to sit down and actually calculate how many calories I ate during the whole week. So let's put the calorie calculator there. I just need to build the habit. I'm just building the habit right now. Someday I will achieve it, hopefully, I think. So right now, yeah, I'm just building the habit. Okay, so next I'm gonna do my bike ride tracker. So how I do my bike ride tracker is I take 2 mild liners. I'll go with these blue mild liners, and then I'll just make little stripes here to represent each day of the week. I don't really follow the lines of this section here because they're a little too thick. I made it smaller this time because I kind of made it bigger before, and I don't think I need to make it bigger. I think this is sufficient. Ooh, I'm gonna need to print out more bike ride stickers. So I have a little bike ride sticker there, and then I'll just put Monday through Sunday. And then I'll leave myself some room to the side of it to write anything I want to write about this bike ride tracker. Maybe I'll total up, like at some point, like the total bike ride miles I've done. Total bike ride miles. I think that would be kind of fun, right? Maybe draw a box like so. Same with this calorie calculator. At some point, I would like to directly translate it to weight loss or gain, hopefully loss. So let me draw like a box and then put weight loss on top of it, like so. Okay, and then the next thing is the 6-week Kickstart Challenge. So this is a little Kickstart challenge that I have been trying to follow. It's a sticker from the Live Love Posh book. And I've been trying to do it for the last couple of weeks. The first time I tried doing it, I didn't do it at all. Then the following week, I didn't do anything really. And then the 3rd week in September, I did it twice. So that was a, development, a progress. And then the following week, I didn't do anything at all either. So I have yet to complete the 6-week Kickstart Challenge. And I'm going to keep on doing it. I'm going to keep on trying it until I complete it. And so that's how I sort of approach things in fitness, is I just keep on working towards it. And I don't move on until I've completed, the challenge. So I'm going to go ahead and write down the 6-week Kickstart Challenge details here. Sort of like how I did right here. So let's go ahead and do that. Hey you guys, I wrote down all of the little exercises for this 6-week Kickstart Challenge, week 1. So it's 1 minute of jumping jacks, 10 squats, 10 push-ups, 10 crunches, 10 seconds of a plank, 1 minute of high knees, 10 lunges, and 10 chair dips. And you're supposed to stretch before and after. I didn't have space to write out like the little boxes to check off, that I did all of these things. So I just put them on the side there, and I'm totally fine with that. I like how I use the little dots to mark out the different exercises. I really like that. And that is pretty much the sidebar, you guys. That is a jam-packed sidebar, and I absolutely love it, you guys. I love some good data collection. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to fast forward this part because it's pretty boring and it's the same thing that I do every single week. And that is setting up the rows for my different categories, sort of like how I have it set up here. So I have my gym class for the top row, my walking section, my running section, my home gym section, my meal plan and calorie counter section, and then my Fitbit stat section. And these 2 sections go for the entire week, and then these 4 sections are just Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday is kind of like a freebie zone for me. I do whatever I feel like doing. This is where I'm hiking and doing other activities. So that's kind of how I set up my fitness planner, and I use washi tape and stickers to set up the rows and everything. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that, you guys, and I will come back when I'm ready to start writing down some of the details here and putting down some stickers for my workouts. So let's go ahead and set this up. Wow, you guys, I really outdid myself with this one. I really like how it turned out. I have discovered something, you guys. First of all, I did a couple of things differently, and some things I did the same. So like always, I have my 4 rows, like I mentioned, my Fitbit stats, my meal planning, prepping section. Something that I've been doing differently, I started this last week, but I don't know if I mentioned it, was I actually, when I set up the rows for my meal prep, my meal planner calorie counter section, I actually am using a ruler to do this. And I just got this super beautiful Erin Condren clear acrylic ruler, and it's so nice. And fortunately, half of one of these squares or rectangles in the vertical, half of it, approximately half of it, is 4 centimeters. And I feel, let's see, let me see how actually tall this thing is. Yeah, it's exactly 8 centimeters. So we have 4 centimeters taken up by my Fitbit stat, and that leaves me 4 centimeters for this half section here. And then I just map out 1 centimeter section so that they're nice and even. Before I used to freehand it, and it would always be like somewhat straight, but there were times where it could get really wonky. But having a ruler and knowing that it's exactly 1 centimeter for each row is really nice. It makes things look really cohesive and neat. And then something that I've been enjoying recently is covering all of my rows with washi tape. And so I did that like always, but I'm starting to think that maybe it might be nice to always like alternate washi tape patterns. So here I did 2 in the middle and then 2 of the same pattern on the outsides, although I ran out of this washi tape here, so I had to use a similar one that I had laying around. You guys, I finished up 3 rolls of washi tape during this spread. This is where I like really using my washi tape, you guys, in my fitness planner. I ran out of this like rainbow polka dot washi tape, so I had to use this heart washi tape, and then I ran out of that, and then I was using this gold chevron washi tape, and then I ran out of that, so I had to use this arrow washi tape. But I'm thinking that maybe I could do 2 colorful washi tapes in the middle, bracketed by more of a neutral or pattern washi tape at the top and bottom, or I could alternate it so it's like white, neutral washi tape, colorful washi tape, neutral washi tape, colorful washi tape. And here for the weekend, I've always felt like a little bit like the weekend was kind of lacking. It always felt like a little bit forgotten about because there's so much color and things happening here during the weekdays that the weekends look kind of plain and just like not super exciting to begin with. It just feels kind of forgotten about. So I figured, why not just continue using washi tape but in a different format here? And so I did that, and I really like how it turned out. I had this gold foil arrow washi tape, which I alternated the orientation of it, so I have arrows going up and then arrows coming down and arrows going up, and it's super cute. I do not have much left of that washi tape, so I'll probably finish it next week if I use that washi tape again. And that is the infrastructure for my spread. So now comes the exciting part, which is actually planning out the week. And I will be using, let's see, I'm debating about using these smaller boxes or these larger boxes. Maybe I'll use these orange boxes. I'm kind of feeling called to using these. I always start off setting up my gym schedule for the week. So let's put down my boxes Monday through Friday. Sometimes I like to be cute and stagger them. Sometimes I have them a little crooked for fun, but yeah, nothing too exciting there. I'm going to grab my Sharpie roller in 0.5. This is a good pen. And let's start off with writing the details of the gym classes that I'm going to. So I have one of those gym memberships where you book into classes. So let's grab my iPad, open up the app, and I'll book all of my classes, while I'm here. So book. And then we have some class offerings this morning, but I will not be doing that because I am in my Planner Babe corner. And then I'm also meeting a friend for a walk on the beach and a farmer's market visit later on. But I will be booking into my classes starting Monday. So I'm gonna go ahead and write down all of the details and book into my classes. Okay, there we go, you guys. I have everything booked for 6 a.m. Monday through Friday. Wish me luck, you guys. Next row, walking. So let's grab our walking stickers. My goal with walking, you guys, as I say every single time that I do one of these fitness plan with me's, is an hour a day. Because I do 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the evening for my pugs. I might have to print out more walking stickers, you guys. Oh, no. Oh, okay. So I have a couple left, but I need to do that. I am running out of my walking stickers. So let's pull these out because I use 5 a week. So I burn through these pretty quickly. There we go, my walking stickers. Cute. And then we have running. So my goal is to run 3 miles. So I didn't run at all last week, so I kind of need to reset my goal. But I did run 3 miles the previous week. I ran Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. I did plan on running Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and that's the kind of schedule that I want to stick to, but I wasn't able to run on Friday. So my goal this week is running Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But this time I really want to try to stick to being able to run those days. Like, I don't want to kind of shift things around. I want to make sure that I'm running Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the days that I say I'm going to run. Because sometimes, you know, I'll shift things over a little bit. Like, I'll say I'll run Monday, but I'll actually run Tuesday, and so on and so forth. Next, home gym. Home gym is anything that I do besides my morning gym class, my walking, and my running. And so, like I said, I'm trying to do this 6-week kickstart challenge. And right now I'm liking stacking it on top of my runs. So I would love to do it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then one time over the weekend. So let me write down kickstart challenge. And I need to leave myself room to write what time I'm going to be doing all of this. So Monday's a little bit of a different story for me because I actually have to substitute a class for my art prison organization. So I can't do it right when I get home. So this is something I might have to do like as soon as I get home from the gym. So I get home from the gym around 6:50 a.m. So I might just run right after I get home from the gym, walk the pugs, and then maybe do this week 1 kickstart challenge around, let's see, like 7:45 a.m. Just get that done with, you know, because I don't have time to do it when I get home. Because I don't get home on days that I substitute. I don't get home until about 9:40 p.m., if not later. So I don't really have time to do much when I get home. Wednesday is a different story though. I'm going to run as soon as I get home, which is going to be about 7 p.m. Well, 7:30 p.m., let's say. I am staying late at work nowadays to do extracurricular things, but also because school is in session now, traffic is horrible, so I do like to wait it out a little bit and might as well because I have things to do. So 7:30 p.m. I'll run and then I'll do my little kickstart challenge right after. So let's say 7:45 p.m. And then Friday, running. I think I'm gonna do it as soon as I get home. So I do get home earlier on Fridays. Well, I have to think about this because I might have an obligation on Fridays. So it might not happen right when I get home. I think I might be hanging out with Steven and his coworker Friday evening. So let's just front load this in the morning. So again, right when I get home from the gym at 6:50 a.m. And then after I walk the pugs, so around 7:45 a.m. So that immediately lets me know that I need to wake up early so I can have breakfast. And I don't have to have breakfast when I get home from the gym. I've already eaten. I also need to make sure that I'm packed and ready to go these days, Monday and Friday, because I'll be doing all of this stuff in lieu of prepping to go to work. So if I'm good and I prep the night before, like everything that I need to take to work, my bag is packed, my backpack is packed, I really don't need a lot of time. I'll have like 30 minutes extra in the morning. So I can do my little, kickstart challenge then. This only takes about 10 to 12 minutes, so it's not a big deal. Running takes me about 12 minutes at the most. So they're really quick workouts. But, sometimes you don't have that extra 30 minutes in the morning. Okay, so that is the goal for that. And then you guys, you guys are gonna laugh at me, but I really need to somehow do something to like motivate me to do this split stretch that I just don't seem to be capable of doing. Let's aim for doing it Thursday and Tuesday. And then what time should we do this? Again, I'm getting home late, so 7:30 p.m. There we go. I keep on saying I'm going to do this stretch and I never do it. So I don't know what I need to do to motivate me to do this stretch, you guys. Maybe this week will be different. I will report back. I'm outing myself right now. I'm exposing myself so that I feel some sort of accountability next time I'm on here to report back on whether I did the stretch. So let's add some black quotes here. How cute is that? The pain you feel today will be the strength you feel tomorrow. Never give up. It's looking so good, you guys. I love it. The weekend is going to be hard, you guys. Not gonna lie. I feel like all day Saturday I have a commitment, hanging out with a friend. We're gonna try to meet up early and it's gonna be a bit of a drive to get there. And then I think we're gonna be hanging out all afternoon and evening, pretty much all day. So I kind of don't want to like set any goals or expectations. Same with Saturday. I'm gonna hang out with a friend kind of early morning and probably, through the afternoon. I don't want to rush it. And then I have square dancing Sunday afternoon, so not much time there. I really don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything on the weekend this weekend. I would love to hike, you guys, but I don't think it's going to happen. But maybe what I can do is do a longer run Saturday morning before I head up to see my friend, before I drive like an hour and a half there. So it might be nice to do a bit of a longer run. So I'm going to be using my older running trackers here, my older stickers. And I like using these for longer runs because they're longer. And so I feel like the bigger the sticker, the longer the run. And I might try to hit that last week 1 kickstart challenge because I do want to do it 4 times. That's the goal before I can move on to week 2. So let me try doing this like at 8 a.m. maybe. I can run maybe around 7:45 and then do my little kickstart challenge at 8 and then hopefully be ready to drive out after that. Take a shower and then drive out. I'm gonna add some florals from Live Love Posh and a doll here just to, fill the space in a little bit. And I'll just leave it like that for now. It feels a little empty, but yeah, this weekend, unfortunately, I just don't really have the time and space to be working out too much. I love to hike during the weekends, but this is unfortunately, I think, a weekend where I won't be able to do all of that. So the last thing I'm going to do is add some deco at the top with my little fitness icons here. There we go. Very cute. Maybe I can add some of these text strips. And that's the finished spread, you guys. I really like how it turned out. I'm very excited about it. I feel like I unlocked a new level with this weekend section here. I'm essentially making my own fitness layout at this point. This is like a completely new layout built on the bones of the vertical. And this is honestly kind of like the color block layout now that I think about it. A modified color block layout. It's kind of like a fitness color block hybrid layout. I wish Happy Planner would do like much more structured layouts like this. I feel like a lot of their layouts are kind of unstructured and open, which is great because, you know, people can do whatever they want with them. They're not super locked in, but sometimes it's nice to have something that's very, very structured and everything's already like mapped out for you. All right, everyone, that's it for today. So I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks so much for sticking till the end. Good luck with your fitness programs this week. You can do it. Every step counts. Every workout counts. I believe in you. So until next time, stay safe. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, happy planning. Adios.